increase your strength. Otherwise, I suggest some weightlifting, anything like that. That's up to you. I started lifting weights when I was about 15 years old. So then when I was in fighting in my division, I kicked a lot harder and I was a lot stronger than people who were similar weight class, just because of doing extra work. Kids, push up, sit up, and if you can start doing it, do pull-ups. Pull-up is the #1 thing to get strong. If you can do them, do it. All right? I suggest that for everybody. Abdominal work, core body work. What does it do? It keeps your body strong here, not just for getting hit. A lot of people think, I gotta have stomach muscle to get hit. No, you need the stomach muscle to keep you back up so that you can move evenly. So when you get tired, you don't start slouching over like that. That's what you need to work on, all right? Stamina is the next thing we need to work on. Stamina, you guys are building up already. You're coming to class, you do workouts, you push yourself. Think about doing this. Sometimes do 30, 40-second sprints of stuff as hard as you can do it, and then stop. And then the next thing, do 2 minutes of something at medium exertion, and then stop. Build up your cardiovascular skills, understand?
Yes, sir.
It's very important. If you want to do something outside of here, if you want to like jog, something like that, I think that's great. I prefer swimming. Like, I like to swim because what it does to me is it exhausts me. It makes my lungs work, it makes my body work, it makes my muscles longer and a little bit stronger. Swimming is a great thing. Speed. All right. Speed is what I will consider another very important thing. Right leg back sparring to gi up. Okay, best way to get fast is to learn to pull your knee up. The quicker you get your knee up to here, the faster you're gonna kick. So I would suggest just doing this. Here, watch me. You do this 10 times, other side, 10 times like that. Understand?
Sure.
So we're gonna go. Now, don't get all wobbly. Body like this, calm. Here we go. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, listen this time. Listen. Not crushing the earth, all right? Light. So practice bringing your knees up. Run a little bit in class. Sometimes I make people sprint across the mat and stop. Just even the shuffle step, quick. Doing that step quickly, help you go and gain that speed. Quickness is different. Quickness is more of an eye thing. Hand-eye coordination. Somebody kicks, you see an opportunity, strike immediately, understand? You don't have to be fast to be quick. Fast means just I have the ability to get it from me to Xander quickly and very fast. I can get there. I can trace him down like that. I got to him fast. But if Xander's quick, the minute I'm running into him, he's gonna punch my face with his left hand. He goes, boom. Oh, wow. Doesn't matter how fast I am, he saw the opportunity. That's quickness, understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, last couple things. Mentality. You guys relax, stop.
Sir.
We're done physically now. Mentality of fighting. Like, what is the mind, what should the mind think? I try to think of it like this. When you first start sparring, you should think, like I said, think about how and what to do. And why you do it. Why do we step back? If they're attacking my open side with a roundhouse kick here, why do I step back and block here? Well, because I know that now their body's facing this direction, and I kick them, right? It's like, you have to visualize that stuff. It takes a lot of years just visualizing. It's playing games in your mind. It's a healthy exercise. I'm standing right, left leg back, they have their right leg back, see it. Okay? They step forward with the right leg, they back kick me with the left leg, see it. Okay? Now they miss, body's facing that way, I roundhouse kick them. Okay, scenario 1, like that kind of stuff, understand? That's where you should be studying right now. Mentally, think about what you want to do, but also be prepared to have that plan broken more often than not. Higher level, you start to think about, okay, I started to see things. Now I don't have to think about what they're doing because I know when they do this, I just do this. It's just like repetitive practice. That's why, at testing, what do we always say? You guys need to keep coming to class. We want to see you coming more often. And it's not because we just enjoy seeing your face, but it's also good because we want to see you improve. And the best way to improve things is just straight up repetition. If you do things over and over again, it just starts to become innate. Now, practice correctly. do not practice just for practice sake. When you get tired, stop practicing. Because you're going to start practicing incorrect stuff. And the more you practice incorrect stuff, the more your stuff is going to become incorrect. You just practice makes you a more permanent state. So if I constantly roundhouse kick like this, oh man, I'm tired. I'm done with this class. You know what? Eventually, when you spar, you're going to kick like that. So practice the way you fight. If you fight strong and you practice strong, it's going to be the same thing. All right? Do you understand that? It's like some people's mentality is, the more I practice, the better I'm going to get. Yeah, but also if you practice incorrectly, the more incorrect you're going to get. Then you got to correct it. So ask questions in class. Say, hey, why do I do this? You know, a lot of these black belt kids, the thing I'm impressed by is, in my black belt class, they come in, they ask questions. Hey, Master Williams, why do you do this? Why do you do that? That means they're showing me that they want to improve like the finer things. Learn that stuff. Learn that stuff. Okay, after you've learned that and it becomes ingrained in you, let's start thinking about the mentality with which you fight. It goes back to what I was saying about looking straight through the person, being calm. If you're in a hurried fight, yeah, fast, move, everything's moving fast, fast, everything's moving fast, you're just doing this, right? Inside, my mind has to be like this. If I'm hurried, my mind is like this. If I'm in a still situation, my mind is still moving. It doesn't mean I relax into a state where my mind is relaxed. If you're in a hurried situation, the mind is relaxed and ready to go. If you're in a still position, relaxed position, the mind is ready to go. Same mentality. Don't waver, don't waver. Emotionally, when you fight, it's natural. First thing you get when kids class, adult class, whatever it is, somebody hits you, I don't care what it is, first reaction sometimes is fear. Whoa, I just got hit. That alters me. That's okay, embrace that. Then get hit again. Okay, I'm still here, you know what I mean? Everyone's gotten hit a couple times where they're like, whoa, I don't know if I'm gonna do that tomorrow. You know, if you haven't, it's just, you know, I think you like might be joking with yourself. Embrace the feeling of having a little fear. Embrace the feeling of, they got me, but now I feel a little bit of anger. Anger is a wasted emotion in martial arts, in fighting. Anger is not necessary. You can be frustrated. If you become emotionally engaged with anger, not only are you doing a disservice to the person, because then you're starting in what I would consider a fight. Right? And there's no reason for us to be fighting in here. Even in a tournament situation, yeah, we might be kicking harder. There's no reason to let that come from an emotional place. People who are fighting with a lot of emotion, you know what? If you can get past them being mad and being fired up, they become very sloppy. They become flailing. And if you keep your mind right and you've worked on your technique, you're going to be more successful than that. So emotionally detached. When you hit somebody, don't be like, yeah, celebrate inside. No, that's my job. They hit me, that happens. They miss and I hit them, that's my job. This is very, very balanced. Now, that doesn't mean don't get fired up to fight. I want you to be fired up. That's why we kill loud and we get into it. But you're into it calmly. Understand? It's a very good skill, especially higher level black belt, everybody adult. This way you can learn to monitor yourself in every situation. Any questions at the end? Yeah.
So after weightlifting, I just don't want to be slower because I tend to get muscular.
Stretch. And don't do a lot of don't worry about sitting there pushing a lot of weight. Do light stuff, stretch a lot. Anybody else? Questions? No, that's a good question.